Greetings! We are Fellowship Gaming, here to entertain you with yet another tale of daring, disaster, and dimwits. So, please grab your favorite drink and perhaps a snack and let us regale you with songs of our misdeeds. Tonight, we will be playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition, which is a D20 high fantasy system. If you would like to see more content, please check us out on YouTube at fellowshipgaming.quest, where you can subscribe and hit that bell notification. If you would like to join us during our live stream, head over to Twitch and give us a follow in order to be a part of the live chat. Now, over to Justin.
Right. Last we were here on Majia with the boys. You had all just actually not narrowly, handily escaped the burning sea island fort of the Iron Prow, dangerous pirates that had coerced you into helping them with a problem, and then sort of after realizing that you solved the problem, but not in the way they were satisfied with, decided to abandon you and a not insubstantial amount of their crew members to be eaten alive, potentially, by alien monsters. You have coined the smert'zhuk scourge, the things that got you guys all together in the first place, being kidnapped by a bunch of giants who were trying to seek some kind of medical attention for their infection, which you then saw firsthand as they, like many others since then, erupted with a giant insectoid monster coming out of their body. You, what do you call it when you take control someone's vehicle for an emergency? There's a word for that.
Commandeer. Commandeer.
Commandeer, thank you. Carjack is close. You commandeered the squall with the first mate, Rafa, at the helm, convincing him that they would have just let him die too, and that things were going to go bad. And he starting to sail away. The other two existing ships, with the remaining crews that hadn't been killed by all of the monsters, pursued you vindictively, firing from large ballista and shooting spells as they could, but in the ensuing fight, taking mostly damage from the looming storm out in the sea. You fought them off until you escaped into the darkness. Over the course of the next several hours and days to come, the ship sustained enough damage to be virtually crippled in the ocean as you did everything you could to get it back on track with low resources as you left in a hurry. You were met by the crew of the St. Caprice, having received your dream and decided on a full whim to just follow the star signs you gave them, and eventually coming to your aid here. So the crew of the St. Caprice pulls up alongside the squall, damaged, half movement, the middle of nowhere, low supplies,
But not sinking.
but not sinking. Super important. You're not scuttled. You're just sort of limping. They pull up. Eliza and Eli Stray both lay the board down, cross over. The twin elves come over and give their greetings to everyone. Their first mate Anton comes over, gives Komarov sort of like the bro handshake where you clasp forearms, Predator style.
Mm-hmm.
Chest bump and thump the back real quick. Heck yeah.
Yeah. And Eliza sort of looking out at all of your exhausted pirates, some of them having actually been slaves, most of them having sort of just broken whatever deal they had with the Iron Prow. She says, well, if we're going to do this, we're going to do it right. She draws her sword. Eli sort of just balls up his fists, and she says, well, you're all going prisoner. This ship is now ours. And Rafa is sort of like, I would like to not. This is not going to happen, is it? He's just sort of looking around at everyone.
And Komarov will whisper to Rafa, "Hush, the bedroom scene will happen after this."
He's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this
Bedroom scene?
anything like reed wrangling and I'm just not in on your mammalian rituals?
I have learned much about sailors, and this is the natural order of things.
She looks over at Eliza and is like, please explain to me what's actually going on.
Eliza doesn't explain to you anything, but instead puts her hand on Komarov's head gently and says, "The bedroom scene's not going to happen this time. But you know the deal. You're trapped in the water, and
Mhm.
dangerous pirates illicitly having escaped. I imagine she's looking at like all the damage on the ship, and she's like, "You either want help or you don't. All right, we are here for," and she points at Katha, Komarov, Tivin, Ed Magnus, and she says, "The rest of you can stay in the water or you can get conscripted." Let's see a show of hands. Every halfling and slave raises their hands. The people that are a little on the fence, Rafa, as the now captain, previously the first mate of this ship that belonged to a very dangerous pirate organization, and Renee, who has sort of been in her head the whole time, having been moved against her will for a while. She's sort of in shock.
I think Kaith is going to point at Renee and say, that one comes with us. We have
Um,
need of her.
and Eliza says, "All right, it's your." She's like, "Your prisoner's your prisoner." All right, who wants rations? She just has like dried bread, and they go about securing. Go ahead and so Rafa goes like hard chinned, sort of stone faced,
Mhm.
and he basically he just does not want to acquiesce to just way more like you know the Eliza and the Saint Caprice have just like a lot more laid back. Like they're very
Mhm.
willing to resort to underhanded tactics and violence, but they're just so much less rigid than I think this guy moves in.
Mhm.
Does anyone want to try and sort of talk him down, or he's going to get thrown in the brig?
I will have words with Rafa.
And he's
Um,
sort of just standing amidst everyone else who like
Okay.
is
I'm
seeking to
I'm
get help or be useful.
okay, so I'm gonna ask,
uh-huh.
can I use diplomacy, regardless of what Komarov is going to do, short of intimidate, to aid him?
Yes, I do want you to have to frame it around what Brian is about to say, though. So you're
Um,
so you'll
the
have to
robots have
be.
taken over Justin.
What happened?
What?
I don't
Hello,
know.
hello. The robots. The robots. Can you
This
No,
hear
is
me?
so.
yes, we can hear you. What?
What do you mean by the
Yeah,
robots? Was that a sound glitch?
that's your voice.
Huh? He
That's
sounds
what I'm
fine to
hearing.
me.
Oh, I
No, it
must have
must
No,
be
I
my
know
end.
there is. I know Discord is Discord, and Discord does crazy, stupid stuff, and can make
I'm
people
gonna
sound very
restart my.
robotic. But
I'll be
Justin
back.
sounds fine for from my end.
Am I still connected, guys?
You are still
Yes.
connected.
Okay. I'm getting some really weird soundage.
From
Everybody at one time, it sounded like a bunch of robots, and everybody was cutting out on Discord pretty hard.
There we go. The robots
There's Brian.
are gone.
yeah. You may need to restart Discord as well as what Brian did.
Okay, I will be right back, fellas.
Okay.
Okay. I hope that doesn't happen to me, because all of you guys have sounded normal.
It only really matters if it happens to me. Because
Yeah.
That's fair.
everything's going through my computer right
Like,
now.
Suddenly, suddenly everything you said was, "Hello, human. I am not an AI taking over Twitch. Please talk normally." And I'm
Yeah.
like, "The heck, Justin?"
It was cutting out on me pretty hard too. It was the
Okay.
robot voice and cutting out.
So, I know Katha is probably going to be talking to Rafa and being like, look, I get it. We kind of ran with not a whole lot of options. But you have a chance at something new, and you might enjoy being with the Saint Caprice. And that's how she's going to frame it. Try it
Okay.
before you just say nope. And she'll
what was
probably
Komarov gonna
also
say?
say, and if that doesn't work, maybe just join the Navy for what was the town we're headed to?
Barcelon.
Barcelona. I wanted to say Barsoom so bad. I'm like,
No,
Barsoom,
the
that
red
is
planet.
not it. We are not talking about Mars. Someone type that into Roll20, please, so I can look at that again.
This is what it sounds like to me.
Barcelona.
Yeah, no, just phonetic. Barcelon. Human city, Barcelon.
Like I said, it's when are humans anything but direct?
Oh yeah.
I think someone said there's a bunch of rivers in England that are literally just named River because when the Romans showed up and were asking the British, so what's the name of this? And the British are like, what do you mean the name? We just call it a river.
Yeah,
That's about right.
Yeah, that's a big thing with anything named like after a Native American word. Is usually it's just a word for the thing it is. In the United States.
Yeah.
I don't remember everything off the top of my head, but I know it's like a lot of like it's like saying chai tea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No.
You're like, yeah.
Yeah. TT. Got it.
What was Komarov gonna say?
I really liked chai in Iraq. They did a good job with chai.
I haven't had any Iraqi food. I do tend to like chai, but usually it's been like pretty Americanized.
No, this was very Iraq because they just made it for you right there in the guard hut. It was very hot and very sweet. And they had cream. Lots of cream. It looked more like coffee than tea. Sorry, I'm distracting everyone.
It's okay.
That never happens, Casey.
Never.
Of course not. I
I've
never
been
distract
distracted.
people.
Never.
Anyway.
So Komarov will go over to him and he'll say, "Rafa, I have a confession to make. You see, Yes, we have been sent as spies to your island. We were hired by Admiral Dodge to root out the weak among you, and so that the bugs would only get the strong ones, which is why he trapped everyone on the island.
God damn it!
And
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
and
Come
you
on,
are
baby.
well aided.
and like our plan was just to slowly kill you all. And I killed 3 of you with words, not even direct fighting. Like, 3 of your number are dead just because I spoke. Because that is orc cunning. And we got on the ship also because of orc cunning. Because here is the other truth. We know this captain and her ship. We owe them crew. This is how we repay her. And you can swim and take your chances, or you can sit in the brig, but you are being offered the chance to be sailor again, which is why I think you want more. But yes, you have been just outdone by orc cunning, and it is not your fault. It is all because you are tall and you do not have as much air in your head as I do.
Keith is looking
Right,
at him at
go.
that point like, that's
Now,
an
the
insult where I come from.
important part is are you lying or are
Yes.
you okay.
Anything about this being a grand plan, fully lying.
No, no, no.
Promised true, I was
I
going to do
know-
it a different way.
I know you're wrong. I know that's not what happened, but does
Yeah.
Komarov believe it?
No.
Okay, cool. That's the important part for me. Roll
Aside
your
from the
deception
fact
with
that we
plus
do
2.
owe them crew.
No, yeah, that is true.
That's
That is
true.
He has weaved the truth throughout this narrative. But no, this is all lies.
26. Now, this
Jeez.
is a with. Did you include the plus 2 in your roll?
No.
No.
Okay.
So it is a
So,
26.
With a 26, Rafa sort of looking at the two of you, and he says, "You know, as much as that sounds unbelievable, it did all happen. You are correct. So maybe I'm not cut out for being as much of a cutthroat as I thought. These guys seem. I don't know how I would prove my trust, and I'm going to need to." And he sort of looks down at his like arms, and he looks out at the rest of the crew, and he says, "I think we're going to need some. Some of us will need some brands removed. Certainly, some of them will try to cry off at the first port we ran into. But some of us have sort of tattoos that could be found using different magics, I'm sure. But you know, you can get stuff like that covered, I guess, and maybe I turn a slightly more reputable leaf.
Yeah.
You're
Just
still
a
just
couple
an
like
elf.
She's
just
not nice, but you will like her because she keeps her word and cares
You-
about her crew.
you say she's not nice. She's like shaking everyone's hand and handing everybody food.
This is all a
Um,
front.
She's like,
She
she
will
seems really
stab
normal to
you.
me. She
I
did
mean,
threaten to stab me. That is she did put that forward. They look really confident as well. Like I know that's sometimes that can be a bluff, but
To be
I mean, we're
fair,
all tired and
Komarov
hungry.
did get into a fight with them last time we were on their ship.
Exactly.
Do you get in the fights everywhere? I feel like that happens on the island as well.
He
It's the
likes to
orc
fight.
way.
Um, so you guys all sort of you convince Rafa to sort of give it a shot. He goes and um, basically Anton takes over being the captain of this ship. Eli moves from quartermaster to first mate of the Saint Caprice, and then they allow Rafa to sort of stay on as an interim officer just to keep their eye on him, and you guys convince him to sort of give it a shot. And he's like, you know, I sort of did buckle being the captain, and it was very scary, so I'll stay number two.
Oh,
And you
one
guys,
more thing, Rafa.
yes.
Do you know where you guys got this giant baby?
Oh yeah, this huge baby, slightly bigger than Komarov, just thrashing around, having just destroyed the the captain's cabin. Uh, he says, so that baby is part of, it's interesting that you asked this because this was part of the information that the admiral was going to give you had he not been dissatisfied with your work. That being said, he was absolutely going to double cross you, but he does usually follow through on sort of like the Faustian bargain. Usually
Yeah,
it's sort
yeah.
of, he does it, but it's like sort of bad. I don't have any of the information he has, but I do know that there was a pretty regular, not super regular, but like every 6 or 7 years, somebody would come uh, to us at one of our dead drops and, order said people order slaves from the Iron Prow, and depending on where you are in the world, that's either better or worse. But they always wanted giants, and we would sort of go up, and we would. He goes and he actually brings you the manifest for um, the squall. Go ahead and with his help, go ahead and give me a society check.
Well, I'm looking at Mighty Zero, but we can do
Could
it.
I look over it with scribing lore?
Yes, I think that absolutely counts.
And would my newly found sailing lore help?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, go ahead and roll. And okay, you guys figure out, he's pointing out, and what you're looking at is like coded stuff, and he's explaining it to you. So the DC remains normal, sort of putting things together from paper, because he's able to supply you with like the cipher.
Mm,
You're looking at a dead drop. Not that far from where you guys had been attacked, the crossroads that the giants had attacked you on and then dragged you into the woods. He says, we would get orders there, and we would sort of take anyone we had collected for this person, whom I don't know. They always use an alias. I'm sure the admiral knew who they were, or at least had more information than I had. But sort of this area, sort of outside of this little fort on the east of Minralthan, Fort Linnea. Um, there's some checkpoints over there, and we would take everyone there, and then wander into the woods, and we would be met by, um, or we, as in I'd stay with the ship. I'm an officer, so we would send other people in, and they would
mm,
come back with payment, or payment would be up front. It was a longer standing than my tenure with the Iron Prow with Admiral Dodge. He said, big spender, very very spooky, and just sort of, I think you really liked how like nasty and secretive it was as well. Like everyone else is a lot more like being rich and being scary, but this person like take take all these slaves into the woods and abandon them, and I will find them. That's terrifying, right?
mm, mm,
Rather.
And so this we got one for this one, and then no one ever came. We sent people out looking for them. They never came back to report in.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So we kept it him. Uh, the baby, we kept it. We did not deliver. So whatever changed, they never came to collect.
Well, maybe. Yeah, we know giants. Kind of. Maybe. Sort of. Okay, we're not on the best of terms, but we do talk to each other.
Did both of
I
our giants die? I can't remember. Or
um
did we save one?
We don't know for sure.
Leoxandra is sort of like, I think the last couple of, I think of the three, there was the one that
Two
he
were
makes a
alive
motion with
when
his
we
hand.
left.
Two were alive when you left, but that creepy. Um, he looks over at Komarov and he says, Dr. Philorn had sort of been put in charge by the council, by a ruling amount of Minralthan's council, that they would be taken in and examined by Dr. Philorn, the physician who took care of you after your
Yeah.
accident.
He'll clench his fists together and go, "That's right."
Isn't he the one that gave you your arms?
He is a monster, yes.
Mm. Yeah, I don't really trust him either. I think we
But
need
he
to
is
head for Minralthan.
knowledgeable.
Yeah, so the crew of the St. Caprice and everyone who is sort of disillusioned with the Iron Prow we're sailing at Hull get together and they tow the Squall into Barslan Bay. Um, they wave someone down and get all of their stuff, and they said, "This one needs a lot of repairs. You can go talk to the." And she sort of just starts giving paperwork, names she knows, and she starts
Oh,
making,
before I
putting
forget,
everything together. Uh huh.
I am going to hand Rafa his sword back.
Oh yeah, you guys reach the docks, and you hand him his sword back, and he says, thank you, truly. I thought you were going to rob me."
Like you did to
uh,
me, but no, I don't do that.
I mean, we were, for the record, is my understanding of everything was you were gonna be given your sword back, if you did the thing the way it was supposed to do. We never plan to like just burn it all down, you know. Like it's better to have people under your thumb and that are like sort of frustrated than actual just fire. So, I personally, I would have given you your sword back, but you know, the building is on fire and full of big crazy ants. Kill people. You were right to
Burn
leave
it.
it. I am burn it all down. I hope they burned to death. I hope they don't ever swim if they live. They seem very scary, and the idea you fought them like a bunch of times, I don't like that. That's for you, not for me. He takes his saber back and truly says like, "You, I can't tell if I should thank you or blame you for ruining my life, but maybe, you know, hard reset."
You
Um,
can do both.
yeah,
Thank you
yeah.
for
Uh,
ruining your life.
We
And you're
you
ruined a
know,
welcome.
part of your life, but you have much to look forward to.
you're the little one's right. He looks at both of you and he says, "Fuck you, I love you." And then he goes back onto the squall to help with the repairs, um, leaving you to depart with your silent companions. Uh,
We have made so
Magnus and
many
Tivin have
friends.
been so quiet. Tivin doesn't do well on boats, and Magnus is always kind of quiet in his head. Um, and as you're going, Eli actually comes over and says, Hey, don't you guys leave too fast. Me and Eliza wanted to introduce you to someone who's waiting here that I think will be able to help each other out, as it were.
I'm already married. It's okay. I don't think Keith is interested in that.
Is this a translation problem?
Mm.
He's
No,
looking
I
at
think
Keith and he's like,
Keith is like, no, he seems to think it's always about relationships.
It's
Anton,
everything there is about the sea.
Anton's just not like that. He was just never that on main about it, you know. Like as far as the crew goes, I'm usually the one that everyone gets all, oh, stop throwing yourself around. He's just sort of walking over to where Eliza is, um, and they say, before you're on your way, um, make sure you've got your very. She's looking past you and just sort of. I think Tivin has just sort of been leading Renee. Um, uh, it's not my business. She's looking at Kathan. She says like, so like, we we did try to sort of conscript you guys into a pretty violent way, and we're not strangers to sort of little underhanded. You're not gonna eat this woman, are you? I do sort of have lines I don't want to cross or be involved with. She looks
Keitha
right
literally
traumatized.
looks right at her and in her vast manner of sheer disgust says, I am not one of the savage Varst. We don't eat people. Quit listening to the orc.
I never told them that.
He's just so convincing. Um, she says, "No,
She
I trust
looks
you."
at him and says, I know you've told people that.
I never told them that, to my knowledge.
Yeah, maybe you
You
didn't
just
tell
look
them.
like someone who would eat other people.
I
I
get that. I really
It's the
do get
teeth.
that.
It's the teeth.
But that is
right?
disgusting.
But they don't know that. Not like
They
you told them why
should.
you want Renee. Did you tell them? Why do you want Renee?
Well, because she's one of the ones that we know, like Ravenspell has actually shrugged off the infestation.
See, now they know you won't eat an infested one.
I'm gonna throw you in the water here in a second.
Alexander's like, if you throw him in the water, he'll just swim back.
Yeah, but I'll have some satisfaction.
Uh, so Eliza and Eli lead you down the dock to a place, to a dark place under one of the docks. Less people come here. It's like low tide, and they say, "Okay, absolutely, you all are gonna love this guy. He's real shady, and
Mhm.
also I told him you were gonna help him. Here he is." And coming out of the shadows, Ian, Jason, would you like to describe your character to everyone?
So Ian Thull is a fine, upstanding looking man with spiky blonde hair and one of those sweet 5 o'clock shadows and a smiling face that the girls just fall for. The thing is, once you get to know him, yeah, it all isn't quite as it seems. Uh, and he's coming out and he says, "Well, hello, gentlemen. Are y'all gonna help me out a bit, perhaps? Yeah."
Mm, no.
Yeah, no,
Eliza,
no, you are.
Eliza
You
puts
are.
her,
Keitha is
You
full
definitely
on
are.
going to sense motive this.
Eliza puts
I was
her
told you were
hand
help.
on Eliza puts her
Oh,
hand on Komarov and says, "They're absolutely going to help you. Now, where's the payment you were talking about?"
It's just around the corner just a bit. Why don't you follow me in? And
Okay,
he starts
again,
heading in.
it's very much Keitha is fully. Oh, this does not smell good.
With a 26 perception, I think that goes beyond anyone's current deception. What's the vibe Katha is getting off of Ian? So Katha is, just for context, an over 6 foot tall, like reptilian person in like. Do you wear heavy armor, medium
Oh,
armor?
she's in full plate.
Yeah, full plate.
She's in full plate.
Ian is absolutely honest. There's no doubt that he's been told that you guys are the help, and he's leading you to what is perhaps a pretty good little reward. All you got to do is just follow him. And as he's walking down the street, he kind of pulls out a little melodica, and he starts playing a little song. It's really mediocre at best,
Okay.
but he's twiddling along, and he looks back over his shoulder every once in a while. He's like, "Yeah, you guys are gonna like this. Follow me."
I mean,
Kamarov
yeah,
will say,
Keitha is
Tiven,
following.
hold my baby. And follow along.
Tivin wrestles with a baby that is about half his size, fully, is just crying. Everyone on the dock, in fact, you have to leave Tivin behind. The baby is like making actually a huge scene.
Keitha is
Nice.
going to look at Eli. He's with us.
Yeah, Eli's here.
And she's going to be like, I need a new blade.
Did you say you need a new blade? Well, follow me. Come on now.
Yeah, Eli looks
She
over.
looks at Eli and says, now.
Eli sort of leans in and he says, the correspondence we've had with Ian is that his cache of goods would be enough to pay for us finding him help and the help themselves. And Eliza, having woken up from a right strange dream, was like, those are the guys that owe us a favor. So I'm sure his payment would be enough to supply you with a blade. He says he's got goods. And if anything goes sour, and he sort of just like punches his hand the same way Komarov's does, he says, "We got your back. We're here for the entire transaction. Walking with you guys."
Okay.
So Ian, I'm gonna as long as Eli is in the scene, I'm gonna fuck up Ian and Eli like a bunch of times. So
Almost wish I would have picked a different name, but
no,
just
Eli goes back into the ocean. Eli leaves. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
But he's here now. Um, so Eli and his sister Eliza walk you guys down, having left the other party members to fend with Komarov's big son. Two, how have you hidden these goods? You know this is sort of an underhanded thing. You've contacted these pirates, and they said they've got people that can do some messy work. Do you have it just like sort of in a garbage can? Is it in a trunk?
So I feel like that this is kind of off in an alleyway that is pretty rank, to be honest with you. It's one of those alleyways that's more of like a dumpster than anything else. There might even be some leftovers from a body or a corpse of some kind. Nobody goes there unless they're dumping shit off. And Ian's just kind of happily bobbing along, and then he gets the alleyway. It's a blind alleyway, and he heads right down on it, and he's kind of motioning back to the rest of the crew. Come on, guys, we got to get back here. It's right back behind that pile right over there.
Yeah. So the twins come in, and they both gesture to Komarov to go into the nasty alley.
Well, he's fine with it. He's like, of course, this is city life.
It's not that bad once you get underneath this first layer, guys.
The
Yeah, if
first
Katha
layer.
actually smells a dead body, she is gonna look for the dead body.
Is there literally a corpse back here, Ian?
I,
I
it,
think
it
that's
may
up to
not
you.
be like a sentient type of corpse, but there might be like a
There
dog
might be
corpse
some
in
dead
there, or
things
Oh
in
somebody's
yeah,
there.
pet, or
it's a raccoon. It got trapped in one of the garbage cans.
Mhm.
Okay, once
Ian's
she
like, so
identifies it as not sentient and needing burial, she happily puts the lid back on. Well, okay. I keep forgetting. She will feed on carrion, but she's not gonna eat
Oh,
that.
this this is carrion that has also been eating garbage.
Yeah, no, I get it. I should probably quantify that as fresh carrion, not
Yeah.
3 week
no,
old
no. This
trash
is this
carrion.
is not fresh carrion. This is the one that it looks like it's a balloon that should be on the end of a string, where if you poke it just a little too hard, it might pop.
Thanks for the
Like
visual.
it's just in the right position that
Oh
no
yeah,
other scavengers have got to it, so
yeah,
it's not been deflated, and now
yeah.
nothing will touch it.
Yeah, and to make it even more interesting, every once in a while you hear this little hiss coming out of its bumhole.
Oh no. Anyway, I- Ian uncut Komarov, Ian, and Eli sort of
Oh,
uncover quite a bit of stuff. I have made this visible to the players. Ian's cache. He uncovers a stash of what looks to be some pretty substantial adventuring gear. Well, it is covered in garbage.
That'll wash
okay.
right out, guys. I promise.
That's a little seawater won't get rid of.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Tony.
Hey, welcome back.
Glad you're here.
Hope your teeth are clean, Tony.
They are.
Yeah.
Excellent.
At this point, Eli and Eliza walk forward ahead, pull out a big substantial amount of silver coins, pile them into their own personal wallet, and then walk away from all of the gear and said, "Transaction done. I hope you all play safe. Thanks for the crew. Thanks for the second ship. Let us know if you need any help. Your family." They give you guys all hugs, and then they walk out of the alley, so we don't need to worry about Ian and Eli being in the same place.
Ian does one of those nod and a wink finger gun kind of things at him. Goes, "Thanks for your help, friends."
They both wink at you like really knowingly.
Yeah, yeah.
Both of them walk out, being like, "We got to do business. We got to do business more as soon as you've got your whatever's going on taken care of."
I'm ready for business when you are, dearie.
Oh, we're right busy. We got another crew to set up, but
Oi.
we'll let you know. They both wink. um, it's at this point that Leoxandra, this for Jason's description, Leoxandra is sort of like this. He's like 6'1", sort of gray and white patterned fur. This tall, thin bro. These cat-like people. She has like sort of a satchel and like a bunch of vials and like bags around him, like obviously ready to travel. It's sort of softer spoken. He says, "So, as much as Eliza and Eli were willing to pawn us off to do this thing you need to be done, what is it?
I
You
just
need danger." He looks at specifically Kamrav and Keita.
Yeah.
You need dangerous people to help you do something, and you're willing to give them a bunch of weapons, it seems, to do
And
it with.
apparently a good chunk of money.
That there was more. That's what's left after
No,
Eliza took
that's
a bunch of
what I
money.
was guessing is they took a good chunk, but that's left over for us. Because, I mean, Keitha's probably looking at that sword and being like, okay, yeah.
Ian looks at everybody as they're kind of looking at the loot, and he's like, "Well, is that what you want? Is that all right?"
As
Yes.
Katha is holding this sword, she's like, tell me what exactly, and I mean as descriptive as possible, what you need our help with.
Well, my best friend, but he's kind of more like, and it's weird because Ian's accent keeps slipping in and out of different accents. Like and that's mostly because Jason's an idiot, to different dialects and whatnot. He's like, well, my best friend, you see, he and I were best friends for a long time when we were young, but then we kind of had a bit of falling out, and so I decided I wanted to try and get back in touch with him to kind of, maybe be friends again and stuff like that. We had good times when we were youngins, and so I went over to this guy's house. In all indications were he was at this. So what was his name? He was Florin, Doctor Florin, Doctor Phil Aaron. Uh, yeah, Doctor Florin. Went over to his place, and so I went to his lab, and I knocked real nice, and I walked in, and there was stuff all over the lab. I don't know. I don't really know exactly what it was, but I don't think it was Bart. His Bartholomew, the 102nd. He's one of my best friends. And anyway, I don't think I saw Bart in there, but I saw a lot of autopsies. Is that what they call them when you cut them up? Cut them up, and other icky stuff. And I left, and I need help. I and he kind of grumbles for a second, and he's like, he might have killed my best friend. We weren't really friends at the time, though, but he was still my best friend.
So, Dr. Bartholomew Forlorn of Minralthan.
That sounds familiar. Yeah, that was him.
No, Bartholomew is the person Ian is looking for.
Oh, Bartholomew the
Doc-
102nd, you knucklehead.
But you mentioned Dr. Forlorn.
Yeah, I think that was his name, Dr. Phil Orn. It was his lab that I went into.
Why did you go into his lab if you were looking for Bartholomew?
Because I went to Barty's house and there was some indication that he had gone to see Dr. Philern. I hadn't seen Barty in quite some time.
I see.
That was the only lead I had.
Well, Katha looks at Kamarov and is like, okay. Well, what do you think about paying Dr. Forlorn a visit? She is now proceeding to strap the bastard sword on.
Where did you get this when you hold up the gate attenuator?
Well, I was out doing some exploring and I found a pile of stuff. It was kind of off in the hinterlands just a little bit. And I thought, maybe I could sell this stuff and find enough money after I'd sold this to get some help. But then I thought to myself, you know what, Self? Maybe you can bribe some really nice people into helping you with this. But I could just go sell it if you'd rather have the gold.
No, this belongs to my people.
Oh,
A warrior once had this.
No.
Kamarov, go ahead and roll a perception check as you're talking to Ian.
Your brother's name is on the. God damn it!
No, it's okay.
Obviously the truth.
Sorry. I'm editing your character title to see the fix your
Okay.
spells.
He
No,
said he found it in a pile of stuff. Kamarov, you're inclined to believe him, but I think that still calls into why would it have been just left in a pile of stuff?
Yeah. In Kamarov's mind, the only way to know is he's going to be later. He's going to be like, you're going to show me where this pile of stuff was. But he will take the attenuator and go ahead. I get to pick one element, so I guess it's going to be. I can either launch snowballs, which is funny,
That would be great.
or I can spray out rocks. Feel like I'm a little rock heavy, so I'm gonna tune it to water.
Does the snowball do any conditions? We would really like things that help us do things better.
It slows people down for a round. It does damage, potentially, if I hit with a spell attack roll.
Oh, no. That means I can catch up to him.
Okay. So just rolling this to make sure I've got everything input correctly.
Yeah, so you guys collect
That is
some
a
stuff
hell of a
from.
good hit.
Yeah, geez.
And the additional damage is not correct.
Yeah, so you guys collect this stuff from Ian, and he attaches you to his vendetta against this guy who has he is found to be responsible for the disappearance of his friend in sort of a shady way. And to remind, and like as much as Komarov doesn't need reminding, Komarov was not asked if he wanted replacement arms. He woke up with replacement arms. So like this guy doesn't always operate. The justification socially is that he was absolutely bleeding out. He was like in the process of dying. So he sort of skirts on like really weird gray areas, even as far as the rumors you guys have heard. And the last time you ran into him, he was taking these bound and very sick giants into his custody. And that was the last you knew of Dr. Philorn. You guys gather up all of this gear and head back to Tivin, who is currently wrestling with this baby that is absolutely like an 80-pound baby.
Read what I wrote. What am I
Well,
doing, Justin?
Just a quick clarification for Ian. Is Komarov's arms obviously different from the rest of him?
Well, they're metal.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they're very much metal.
Okay.
You ever
Alright,
seen
alright.
Mortal Kombat? Jax, the
Yeah.
black guy with the metal arms. That
Yep.
basically, but he's short, right? Or no, you're medium sized, right? I can't
I'm
remember.
He's
small.
small.
Yeah,
Okay.
Orcs are small.
yeah.
So somewhere on the way back out of the alleyway, Ian's gonna kind of sidle up to Komarov and say, "Where'd you get them arms?"
And he'll kind of look around down to the ground in shame. Dr. Philorn put them on.
Well, he's the right shit, isn't he?
Yes.
So how'd that happen? I mean,
I don't know.
oh. I mean, if you don't want to talk about it, I'm sorry, but I'm kind of new around here and I'm trying to get to know you guys.
Yes. Well, the first thing you should know is that I am always trustworthy.
I can
And
tell. You
Oh,
you
sorry.
just have that sense, that air about you of a
Mhm.
man that's worthy of another's trust.
yes.
Leoxandra is going to roll for deception. He doesn't do poorly. He does not laugh out loud.
I don't think Katha even tries to hide it. She literally says, he tells people I eat them.
Okay, thought
Don't
you're
you
looking
know?
at Leoxandra like hold his mouth shut as he tries not to laugh for a second.
Wait, I thought your type did eat everybody.
See, it's not just me who thinks it.
I mean, I don't know too many fine, upstanding citizens of your type, but that's what I
You
heard.
haven't traveled south much.
No, haven't done that at all.
We did.
We'll learn it.
I
Also,
used to be twice as tall before the Varst ate the other half.
damn it.
Oh, that's so
I
funny.
assure you that orcs are
good.
always that short.
Ian, the
that's
places you have gone, orcs are always short. They hide in the grass.
Yeah.
He's kind of given Komarov a little bit of the side eye, and he gets a little bit of a smile on his face. He says, "Oh yes, I can remember seeing much taller orcs than you."
See. But no, double cross us and you will die. But otherwise, we can be friends.
Yeah, he's not wrong
It's
about
like-
that.
Yeah, as long as you keep up your end of the bargain, we'll keep up ours. I promise you that.
You don't need to worry about that. I've got a little bit of a thing to settle.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
It's-
well,
the after we worry.
we're more worried about what he did to the giants and
Yeah.
So, what do you mean? What he did to the giants?
We'll say Ian, or you guys all come into the place where Tivin is singing to this baby, sort of struggling to hold him still.
Katha probably looks and says, "Have we fed that thing today?"
No.
I'm
What
not
do they
suckling,
eat?
So
She
They
literally
never
looks
bite.
and says, "What do they eat?"
I think baby giants are born with teeth. I think they eat
They-
meat.
they are, and they do.
Katha literally opens its mouth and looks.
It's got human-like teeth, but it does
Yeah.
have a full head of teeth.
I imagine Tivin's just feeding it full-sized like bait fish from the dock.
I can
Uh,
run back and get that carcass out of the alley if you want me to,
Oh
gentlemen.
no, that
No,
won't be necessary.
no.
That didn't seem like it was food for us.
I would not even eat that.
Even the rats didn't want that thing. We'll leave it there.
Yeah, leave
we
well
we're
enough
not
alone.
we can afford to feed a. I mean, if we could afford to feed Tivin and Komarov and Kathar, we can afford to feed like one baby
Yeah.
for
I mean, the baby can't
until
eat
it
more
gets
than me.
bigger than it is now. It will not be that hard to feed. Oh, it's gonna get so big. He has an existential crisis staring at Komarov.
It will be
Uh,
fine.
Katha will probably dip her finger in the pow pow fruit preserve
Hmm.
and put some in the baby's mouth. See if it likes it.
It rolls 22 to bite you really hard.
Oh,
Brutal. Brutal.
So it does like it, but it being the size it is and having a mouthful of teeth, it does 3 sort of piercing damage to you as it bites down. But otherwise makes no really violent movement. You think it was just a reflex?
Understandable.
So,
She's like, eh.
the baby bites down.
She looks at
and-
her finger. It's still intact, I'm guessing.
Yeah, no, your hand is like it hurt, but it's like
I'm
all
sure,
crushing, no
but-
severing.
She's like,
It's a good thing you
well,
were wearing gauntlets.
Yeah.
it's a good thing it's not one of ours.
Ian will start singing just a little bit. Put on his hymn of healing for you and heal your fingers just a touch. At the same time, he's going to be trying to calm the baby down.
Hey,
Make a performance check.
Yeah.
and-
Also, you do hear Tivin singing in Jotun, which is a subsect of Dwarven,
that was
a
piss
lullaby.
poor.
So maybe you can do that.
Not with a
Tiven,
roll
go
like
ahead
that.
and make a performance check.
I'll aid Horley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keitha's going to start looking around
gentlemen.
for...
Actually, just two grown men yelling at each other, trying to one-up each other.
Keitha is
the
walking
baby-
away, following her nose, trying to find
ba-
food.
The baby absolutely just sobbing. They like the depth, like think about like teenage boy, like sized voice, just crying like a full baby, just sobbing so terribly.
Yeah,
Uh,
just for fun.
Get
I'm
off
gonna
my
see
game,
if-
boys. I got to get back into practice here.
see if-
Should I be singing in a different language, perhaps?
I'm gonna
How long you
see
guys
if-
had this thing? Who does this
Tiven
baby
just-
belong to?
Tivin, so that's what Tivin. Okay, mom's home, and Tivin hands the baby off to Kormov.
There we go.
And
Let's see if the dice say I have these paternal instincts. There we go.
Apparently! Holy smokes.
Komarov, the baby is handed to you. You can't really, you carry it like fireman style.
Yeah.
Over your
You're
shoulders.
so much smaller than it. It's like
Mhm.
your size relatively, maybe a little
A little
heftier.
bit bigger, yeah.
You start
Bulkier,
singing. Are
I'd
you
say.
singing a
I'm just
orcish
singing-
song?
Yeah, orc lullaby.
You start singing. It immediately calms down, just sort of resting over your shoulders.
It's so easy.
So that's your baby then, is it?
Okay.
For now, like I assume the parents would want the child back, but if not, he is welcome to, or she. I don't know yet. I haven't looked.
How do you
is
want your sex a giant?
well, we'd have to take the diaper off.
No, I'm good.
We'll
We
get there
haven't done
eventually.
that?
You
How
haven't
many
done that
days has
yet?
it been?
And you
We've
thought
been
that
busy,
raccoon
and
was
I haven't
stinky.
smelled anything. All right,
We don't have an extra sail to use as a diaper.
we will need.
You can
more
wash that
supplies.
one.
You can wash
yeah,
this
this-
one.
I'm not the parent.
Yeah, fair.
But,
Alexandra, you deal with shit like this, right? As a doctor?
Alexandra
Oh my
is
God.
like, I have taken care of a lot of sort of old patients, and cleaning patients, keeping them clean while they are sedated is also part of the job. I guess this is me. I guess this is me. I'll do it. Yeah.
This is what I signed up for when I married this fucker. All right.
Don't worry.
I don't think he
will walk you
realized
through
what
the
he was
process.
signing up for. I mean, he barely realized he was getting married.
I still don't think he knows.
It may not
No, I'm
affect
pretty
you.
sure he knows at this
Yeah.
point. After that orcish ceremony where they went out to the middle of the plains and got the hell beat out of him by the elements, yeah, I'm pretty sure he's aware of what's happened.
Mhm.
Alexandra walks away from the party and sort of like into like free open space,
Anyway.
like an empty lot.
Yeah,
Like,
Keitha
and
is
just
trying to smell
points-
for food.
Oh yeah, you're in a port city. There's absolutely like food carts and establishments nearby.
If she can
100%
find
of
something
them,
that's not fish, she's happier.
beans, toast,
I swear to
and then
God,
seafood.
if you
Fishy
We are
chips
back
with
in
a bit
the
of
land
malt
of
vinegar.
beans.
Now you can absolutely find pretty much anything around here. The majority of it here is going to be like
is going to be
seafood.
seafood.
Beans and fish.
But if she can find a nice fowl like a chicken, she'll go for the chicken.
Yeah, I don't think that's not a crazy ask around here. Um, so yeah, you guys are able to sit down and sort of make any plans you would like. Talk about the loot you would find. Oh, Anthony, I think you came in after I presented this to everyone. They come back with this total stranger and a bunch of gear that he has
Oh, yeah, I was
presented as.
watching on 20
Oh, okay,
or
perfect.
Twitch. I mean, sorry.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm.
I didn't see the list because it disappeared before.
Oh,
But
you
I
can
did see,
pull it
I
up
did see the white
yourself.
sheet. It was just yeah.
Yeah, you should have access to pull that
You'll
up.
have access,
That's
so
sort of
you
the
can
total.
look.
I'll find it. Is it other stuff? No,
It
Ian's
should
cash.
be
Ian's
right at the
stash.
top. Ian's
Yeah.
cash.
Yeah. Um, yeah, so there is a staff that is sort of like a dark, polished wood, well-worn hand grooves. It is in the shape of a fist presenting the middle finger.
Excellent.
So this is like a custom staff. This sort of bastard sword with like a dark, like it looks like the blade has just sort of been burnt, like it when you rub, like if you hold something over a candle and it just gets that like
Yeah, it gets
matte
the
black on
matte,
it,
yeah.
but then you rub your thumb over it, your thumb does get dirty, but it never rubs off.
That's cool.
It's got
Well,
sort of this like,
Keitha's already taken the sword.
yeah.
Well, I'm already looking at the shield rune because
Yeah, I figured you would.
I'm looking at it now to see if it works with everything I have. Obviously, if there's a redundancy, then it doesn't. But okay, what it uses what? Oh, are you okay? So once an hour, I just get extra damage when I shield block. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Bet. Oh, I like that.
And then there's a really suspicious like small vial that has like a bloody thumbprint on it, and
it's
it
labeled
has
last
like a
will.
really badly scrawled, like wrapped around it. It says, "Last will."
I assume the quick runner shirt is Tull's. I'm not actually sure what that does.
I will take the potion because I don't know. It feels important.
One, two actions, stride twice, and gain 10. Damn, that's actually pretty good for me too. Makes me
You can
fast.
have the shirt. I don't care.
Oh,
It's okay.
The new guy probably has his own stuff. You
Have
have
some
stuff,
rather
right, new
quick
guy?
runners.
Eon?
Hey,
A pair of goggles without lenses, so those are
Ian
nothing.
Thull, sir. E-N.
Eon.
And yes, I am outfitted quite well, thank you.
Good.
Do you want to try and
Wait.
identify the goggles?
Am I reading this right? 200
If I can.
gold?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Just-
150.
150,
Keitha
Keitha
took
took
50.
50 of it,
Well, okay.
which is
Oh.
how it divides out. 50
Correct.
each.
Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
I'm guessing this is Justin's way to say, hey, you know what? All the loot you guys should have earned over the course of this, here you go.
Yeah.
Of course. Fair.
Yeah. we were not in a great position for you to like get a bunch of stuff off of the ships. And sometimes just getting a bunch of upgrades all at once is fun. So here's a bunch of stuff.
Kamarov will concentrate. Some icy snow will form. He will grab it and test it out on the nearby wall. That's good.
Just like did you guys stop at street carts or did you go inside somewhere to sit down and discuss amongst yourselves?
I think Keitha wants to find a place inside to talk. And depending on time of day, have a rest. Because you haven't told us
I'd
the
say-
time of day.
I think that is totally fair. I think you guys get here like around twilight, like things are going a little. People are
So,
winding down. Like a lot of
yeah.
places are still open, but this is sort of like a natural time to be looking for lodgings potentially.
Yeah, Keitha is probably wanting to head more inland, get away from the docks, and find a
Oh,
inn further north.
I need to take the level off of the spell attack. So it's 3 lower.
So Ian will see
There we
Kamarov
go.
take that potion and he'll say, I don't know what that is, but there was, in the pile of bodies, I took all the stuff that looked like it was kind of good.
Well, you definitely made a friend out of me with this shield rune. I just got to spend
Well,
some time
yeah,
and
yeah,
put it on.
yeah. Obviously a bit of quality. Those goggles, they were pretty nice too. But why don't you give a swallow of that potion, sir?
You want me to swallow this bloody potion?
I don't know what it is. I'm curious.
Oh well, let's
Uh,
not just randomly imbibe things. Let's
Yeah.
let's wait for
Well,
Magnus to be.
isn't that how you're supposed to figure out what
Not-
stuff is?
Jesus, we have a buddy who can identify this shit. Let him
Yeah,
come back.
technically, Magnus could identify. Keitha could probably get the goggles if they're just any tradition. Basically, if she can use religion, she would use religion.
Let me double check, but that should be fine for these items as long as you can detect magic.
I believe so. Yes. There it is.
Ian is a caster, but he doesn't like cast spells. He does buffs, and he's actually shit at figuring out what stuff is.
No, Keitha's an actual cleric, so.
Yeah, any tradition should work for these.
Okay, I guess she'll start with the weird goggles. So I guess here's for that.
Nice.
21. Kay thought these are really strange items. You're getting you get the idea that they improve your eyesight pretty substantially. You just have to look through where the lenses are missing.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're getting you're getting like transmutation magic off of it, like they change your eyes to be to see better.
Okay, I mean, Keitha would probably try and put them on, see what they do.
You invest to them.
Yeah, she'll invest.
Okay. So Kathot puts on these goggles. Kathot, you all of a sudden you can see so much more. Like it's really drastic. Did Kathot already have low light vision?
No, she has scent.
Yeah, no
So
special vision.
you can see better in the dark. You gain some amount of low light vision. You feel like you can look in every direction all at once. It's crazy. Everyone else is looking at Kathot, puts on these goggles, and through the gaps where there should be lenses, her eyes extend about a foot over her head.
Oh Jesus!
These
Like
are
ice
some of my favorite magic items. This
Her-
particular, it's
Her
hilarious.
eyes extend over her head like snail's eyes.
I know what these are.
I saw these on a list of like dumb shit, and it was just too funny.
Yeah.
Your perception
Very
bonus.
cool.
Your perception bonus goes up
To
by
snail-like eye stalks.
to
Okay.
snail-like eye stalks. These are stock goggles. This is the level 8 version of stock goggles.
Very nice.
So the
Oh wow!
major.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are major. This is a major magic item that makes you look crazy.
It looks weird, but
That's so cool. So it's one action once per day. And then, you get all-around vision for 1 minute? Oh, that's
Yeah.
so
Yes.
They're
God
dope,
damn
dude.
it.
They're so good, but
That's so
always
cool.
remember your eyes extend over your head like a snail.
Oh my goodness. That's
Not
it's-
disturbing at all.
Oh, it's for the duration of the effect.
yeah.
Okay,
That's not it.
got it. So it's not permanent. All right.
When you
I-
ingested them, your eyes transform and lengthen
Yeah.
into snail-like eye stalks.
Yeah.
all
I
the
think
time.
We've
he's
talked
talking
about that.
The
Oh,
low
It's
light.
the
the-
item bonus and
The
the
low
low
light
light.
and the all-round.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So is the
I'll
item
be
bonus
right
not
back.
Constant?
Yeah.
item bonus is
When
not-
you have to activate them to get the item.
Oh,
bonus.
okay.
Oh,
yeah.
you're right. Oh, you're
But these are cool.
You know what? I'll just because really want someone to use them, and it's the like high level version. I'll say constantly you get the +1 perception, but when you activate them, it bumps up to the 2 and the low light vision.
Okay.
So it's not just like an investment sink, and a mutilation of your character.
Well, I think the low light's fine as is. I think because the all around is really what makes it sold. Like that's what makes it worth
Yeah,
money.
in a fight with a lot of enemies, that saves your life, 100%.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you've got this potion listed as, or with the tie on it that says "Last Will." Does anyone want to try to identify it? It's not alchemy; it's a potion, so you can identify it with magic.
No, I don't have the. I think Katha with Magnus and Katha the only ones would detect magic. I don't have any feat that allows me to detect anything with crafting yet.
Well, like the main thing is to know that it is magic, and then you can just use the skill. Like Redora just gives you a bonus, and it tells you it's magic. So
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so
Uh,
anyone can identify it as long as they have the traditions,
Okay.
yeah.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
What are all the traditions? I know it's what not craft,
Arcana,
nature.
Occultism.
nature, and occultism.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
religion.
I have nature.
Okay.
Ian is only a +3 on his occultism, guys. He's a performer, not a magician.
Hey, +3 is plenty good around
I mean,
here.
Tiven has a
And-
+2 in occultism, so you're one above him. So I can use nature and see if it's a natural thing.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, there you go. No, I can't.
Fine.
I'm not even sure it's a
Yeah,
potion, guys. I'm pretty sure this is ink. Don't drink it.
Yeah, Tiven, I think you might think that that Last Will might be a nickname. Like this is like cyanide. This is like when you're boned, you drink this.
Yep.
It's
Tiven
like
thinks it's a bad idea.
you drink this for retributive strike.
So I support your decision to make bad choices, but I don't condone it.
Give me a second. Keith will try.
Ian ended up with a 20 on his occultism check. My
Oh,
first halfway's
20.
decent roll.
yeah.
Mhm.
Wenny actually does it really well.
Excellent.
But we'll let Katha also attempt.
Yes.
Everyone's sitting in a circle and they're all staring at this thing using everyone's taking turns swirling it around. They're looking at the sparkles.
20.
Ian and Katha, Tiven thinks this is some kind of poison. Tiven thinks this is like you opt out of being alive kind of vial.
Prove me wrong.
Katha and Ian, you recognize this as a vial of shared memories. And Katha, you see that it already has a memory in it. So when you drink this, you will have a memory that is not yours, as though you had experienced it.
No, thank you.
So it's already been loaded up.
Hmm.
And there's no way to know what the memory is before ingesting it.
Without
Yeah,
ingesting it, no.
there's- Yeah, you have to ingest it, at least with the resources you guys have available.
Sure, valid. I just was curious. Like, I mean, anything's possible with a high enough level of divination, right?
Yeah, yeah, that's my
Oh
thing. Is
shit!
like if
Tell
you
me your
guys were like,
secrets. I'm sorry.
if you guys were like way up there, like it would be easy.
Love it.
So anyway, I think that probably, to tell you the truth, maybe Komarov, you should drink this.
Jesus,
Well,
I already don't like you.
I don't know. You say it's someone's memories, and it does have me curious. All right. Bottoms up, and he will drink it.
Komarov, you are standing on in the forest, deep into the sort of outlands, walking down this like road, uh, trees on either side, and you're easily 3 feet taller. The perspective is so much higher than you're used to. There's like an amount of vertigo, and you're having such a good time. You guys, uh, you're amongst friends. You've got these like 2 elves and this one orc that you've just met that has just saved your life. You fought together, and you're on your way to sort of turn in some of the goods you've gone on the latest adventure you've been on. Um, you know these people by name. I'm not going to give you their names; they're not important. But that's the memory. You have this sense of accomplishment and like everything's going your way. You're this like human man, white, short brown hair, thick. You've got ethnic friends, 2 elves and an orc. You're heading into Minralthan. You're on top of the world. And then as sort of things are winding down, you're trying to make a camp, you hear a sound from the tree line. You turn and you watch one of your elf friends get sucked into the tree line screaming. You draw your bastard sword, the smoke rising from it. You run forward, the small ember on the end lighting the way, and a mass of arms throws you to the ground. And the last thing in the memory is something that only you have experienced before and lived through. This man's last memory is watching his friends all have their arms ripped off specifically, and then one of his is ripped off before this thing flees into the woods again with a pile of humanoid arms. He never got a good sight of it, and he pulls out this vial, his one thing that his family demanded he take with him so that if anything happened, he could record it and they could know about it, good or bad. He puts this last memory in and says, "Find it, avenge us." And then he bleeds out. And your last memory is having another arm ripped off of your body. You remember this as though it had happened to you.
Terrible.
Make a nature survival check.
Okay.
Hate make a PTSD check. Help her, buddy.
I'm not the one to drink it.
Nature and
Komarov,
survival.
this is eerily close to where your accident happened, where Leoxandra found you and dragged you into the lands of Minralthan to save your life after having kept you alive just barely for days. And it's also, now that you're in the heat of the moment, pretty close, just another day's worth into the wilderness from one of the dead drops that Rafa was pointing out.
So, I think what everyone else sees is like my eyes are closed while I'm reliving this, and then I just scream out in pain and I grab my arm and uh, I imagine like I look like I'm dying, and but I'm not uttering anything. And then when it ends, I'm just like, ah, oh, it does. It is real. The beast of
at this
arms.
At the sound of Komarov screaming, Alexandra runs in, just sort of like, "What's happening? What's happening?" He just runs in from the street after having cleaned the baby off with his rain cloud. That follows
It's
him around perpetually.
I I I will be okay. But it is real. I didn't think it was real. The
He's like,
thing.
Alexandra's like, "You look like you've seen a ghost," and then that ghost did the thing ghosts do, where they reach into you and pull out a bunch of your life. That part. That's the part. Are you? He's like cupping your face and like sort of like he was like, "Do you need? What do you need right now? Right now?"
Hold me.
I need a hug.
He pulls you in, holds you to his chest as you sort of like hyperventilate a little bit, and then he goes, "Oh, I left the baby in the street." He runs back outside.
Oh, I
Pippin will hug you.
thank you.
It's okay.
Their mind. I didn't think it was real. A beast made of arms, ripping them off of people. Why? How could that be real?
Well,
But this
Let's see
man,
Trevor.
who I assume I know his name, and I look at the vial. This man, his party died to this thing. It is still out there. I don't know what it is. I don't know why it only goes after arms. It couldn't have been real, I thought. But I saw it in these glimpses. And I point at the sword. That was one of his companions. His. I. It belonged to them.
Oh, that just for context, you recognized all of the items Ian
Yeah.
has given you guys as having been these people's specific gear.
Mhm.
So Ian's been at the location.
No, he said he
yes.
got this from
No.
Dr.
Ian,
Falorn's
Oh,
lab.
right,
no,
right,
no,
right.
no,
Nope.
guys. Ian has been at the location. This gear was what he found and brought down to pay you with.
Okay.
Yeah, Ian skirted around the idea that it was on corpses initially. He said he found it in a pile, and then he didn't say anything else. But then the next time he said it, he did say corpses.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So Ian was coming back through the wilderness and looted all of these guys.
Well,
Ian's got a imaginative. He's got a similar problem that his orcish friend has. Reality is whatever you say it is.
Oh, it's so weird. This was someone else's memories, but now they're mine. Ugh. I remember them. Like I'd known them all my life. Ugh. I can see why some people don't like magic. My gosh. Oh, I don't know. Drinks, something. Beans. Lots of beans.
While this
you're
memory is
awful when
the
you have
freshest,
beans.
The memory is so fresh in your head. This man was so looking forward to coming home and introducing his new, powerful, exotic friends to his mother and getting some of her fresh made beans. They're so bland. they, they're sort of salt, pepper, some sugar. They're just baked beans over some like really thick bread.
Hmm.
That's all he
Reminds me of me
wanted.
old mum's cooking.
Well, this is why we don't just drink
Oh.
things willy-nilly, I think.
So
Oh,
now you've had 3 arms torn off, is that right?
it feels like it, yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, now I can feel them too. No, thank you for reminding me of that. Ah,
Keitha is enjoying her chicken.
Yeah, Kayla is eating just normal. Everyone has food in front of them. Uh, Leoxandra drags the baby in to wherever you're going. People are immediately like staring at. You've got the big lizard with eye stalks. You've got a baby the size of like at least a small sized man. You've got the dwarf and this just sort of handsome stranger, and then an orc. And you guys are being there's sort of a aura of murmuring around you guys.
So as we're all sitting here and finishing up, Ian's gonna say, "How about I play us a nice little song and we figure out what's next?"
do it.
Let's see if I can roll better, gentlemen.
Sing Melodia, man.
15's pretty good.
Mhm.
It's a bit better.
You're not actively pissing anybody off.
Yeah.
That's always a bonus.
I mean, unless the song is like Farewell to Arms or something, and then I will punch you.
Oh no, this is a song about friendship and love. It kind of goes, it's something like a purple dinosaur used to sing to me when I was a child.
Oh yeah, there we go. Very crowd pleaser.
Crowd
Pleaser.
pleaser.
Uh, with the song, like Ian is the most normal looking guy at the table. Everyone calms down. You get your normal service. They were not ever going to refuse you service. You're in a port city. They take the business they can get. You had money. As much as you guys are all pretty wild looking and stand out, you haven't done anything crazy. It's really the baby that is sort of like they're like we don't know what to do with that. Like it's so is it a baby or is that just like a pudgy teenage boy that you're carrying around? Like they don't know how to handle it and nobody wants to be that nosy,
No one
but
wants to
they
be
are.
that guy.
Yeah, no one wants to be that guy, but they're like you are getting a lot of looks, but Ian's little song sort of calms everyone down. They're like, all right, go back to their own food. You guys have dinner, and you are free to any rooms would a place like this in a city like this. Did you go low board, mid board, or high board?
Mid.
Yeah,
That's what I was looking for. Mid.
after all the bullshit we dealt with on the island and whatnot, let's spend a little money and be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys go to you go to the Gilded Goblet.
Okay.
It's a mid place with a nice sounding name to bring in like to make people feel like they're having a nicer night than they really are. You know, one of those places.
Well, I
Really nice,
mean,
good
if it's
service,
saying gilded, that implies it's a facade,
Yeah.
and it's honest too.
and it's
Another thing
honest.
about it.
I'll take an honest facade.
Yeah, so you guys, yeah, I think it's like 2 silver each to have like some good board that includes meals. Um, per room. This place has rooms, not just
Oh, yeah.
beds. The last
No.
place you guys were in was just beds.
Katha is happy to pay 2 silver.
Another NPC that's hanging on besides Alexandra is the very in shock Renee, and she's like,
Oh, I'll
"So
pay for
what?"
Renee.
She's like, I'm sympathetic to why you think I need to be. I'm glad you got me out of this sort of situation I had been in. I was not myself. Also, being inland, probably the Ironprow won't be looking for me. Maybe they think I am dead. I'm happy to wash my hands of it. Why are you wanting me to go with you all? Um, just for I'm under the impression that I am a prisoner of some kind, but I've sort of just been over here with your quiet friend with his books, and he just sort of told me to sit here, but I do want like why me?
If I'm honest, I thought it was because Katha was tired of talking to me.
Hmm.
It's not.
I
always-
mean, that's a good excuse.
That's super,
Because
but
he is mouthy.
No offense to you. We haven't had that many interactions. I do see it very easy that that she gets tired of you very fast.
Komarov has the ability to just fill voids with meaningless drivel.
Yes. But no, I did
No.
not bring you along for your company. We lost another friend of ours, Ravenspell. Where he went, the gods only know. But
We
he
hope home.
somehow was able to fight off the infection that you fought off. But he's gone now, even though we kind of wanted to see if we could figure things out. Probably magically, because we don't want to cut him open, we don't want to cut you open. But we want to see if there's anything we can learn about these creatures by examining you.
From those who have survived the
Yeah.
sickness. We hold no claim other than that. We simply ask for your help, and your life is your life to live afterwards if you so decide.
And truth be told, we're just asking you to come with. You're not our prisoner so much as I would like you to come with. And maybe we can figure something out, and maybe we can help you fight off the voices better.
Yeah.
So that you can remain you.
I mean, you guys all. It was either come with you or be sort of. I don't know what those big insect creatures were going to do besides make me. They sort of just made me do my job bad and then tried to commit murder that one time, which I am, of course, very capable of and happy to do. Um, I am.
You're
I
not
told you
getting on my
before.
good side with that.
I just you know where you found me and you know who I worked for. That's all I'm saying. You know.
It's just a fact, Keitha. We will accept it and record it.
Yes.
I
I don't have to
lived the
be
life.
happy about it.
You pulled me out of that. You saved. I cannot imagine that I would have survived on an island full of big insect creatures, and your dwarf friend did snap me out of it. It is all. We are
Correct.
good. So I am.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm
I am-
wrong, but isn't Renee the only person we've met so far and has survived that has heard the voice, quote unquote, of the queen in her head?
Raven spell. But he done flew off.
Correct. But yeah.
The answer is yes. So the first time you were close to, the first time Ravenspell heard any voices, he fled alone.
Yeah.
So this is the first person you can talk to that has heard the voices.
That isn't controlled by Fred?
Fair. Fred comes
That's
back,
terrible.
"Hey, my new character, Renee." Damn it.
That's terrible to say, but Fred is notorious for not giving anyone any information about what he's seen or done.
Seems legit.
I mean, literally, when I was doing murder on a train, and he's the one that finds the body. He doesn't bother telling anyone, oh, hey, the person we had that we were trying to, that was a prisoner because was a very bad person. He didn't bother telling anyone. He's like, I go sit down and have breakfast. It's like,
I mean, I've sat at a Pathfinder Society table with the guy before, and yeah, man.
no, he just will not tell you any information. It's like, I know something. Great. Are you going to tell us? No. Okay.
Oh, Fred.
It's like, oh, you'll find out yourselves at some point. It's like, yes, we will, but it'd go a lot faster if you would talk to us. But yeah, okay, sorry. Rant over. Fred, we love you, but buddy, share.
Speak to us, friend.
Yeah, Renee is a lot more open and conversational to you guys having saved her life about her experience with this. Uh, so she's like, so we go to Minralthan and you know someone who will do some sort of examination?
Mm, yeah, but we're a little bit, shall we say, leery of this guy.
This is where Magnus, sort of sitting quietly, uh, off, off in his head a lot, he says, Professor Mananis, one of the teachers that I believe Ketha spoke to.
Oh, yeah.
At
Yeah, the
the
professor.
I forgot
one of
about
the
him, even though I
the
have him written
college.
down.
Yeah, he could
I
do
think
he
we've
could do an
been way
examination.
too focused on Forlorn. Keitha
Yeah,
kind of
he's
perks up and is like, "Oh yeah, that's right, Mananas."
yeah
No,
he's not really a doctor, but he knows a lot about this stuff, this sort of like weird stuff. He's read all the books. He's written a lot of the books. He sort of I think he would be a good person to talk to.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, Keitha perks up and is like, "Oh yeah, him. Yes, we'll go to Mananas, not Forlorn. There's something wrong with Forlorn." All right, I think. So does that sound like a plan? We head back to Minralthan and talk to Professor Mananas.
I mean, unless you want to go track the bugs that killed the party that you got the loot from, I don't know.
I mean, that's on the menu, yes, but
Yes.
or you kind of want to go to Minraltham first.
Okay.
Yeah, Leoxandra says it feels like the path that we have to go to get to where both, from what I understand, the drop points where they lost pirates. I assume they were pirates.
Slaves.
He
They
just
were
sort of,
slaves.
but also so they got
Yes,
the
they
slaves
did lose
back,
some
but they sent,
pirates.
yeah, they lost some pirates. They and that's why we have baby. He's just holding this huge baby. He said, so to get there, we got to go through sort of Minralthan anyway, uh, and we got to do that. We received payment from you, and at least me, I like to follow. I didn't get anything, but I'm as sort of an attachment here. Uh, I do want to make sure you get
Aren't
your
you the one taking
satisfaction.
care of that's money? She
I mean,
points
yeah,
at
but that's
Komarov.
sort of. I mean, you got like a cool sword and like Tivin got his like fun shirt, and like you've got your. He's
He
looking
can
at
have
the
the
eyes.
shirt. I don't care.
If
Uh,
you want the
I-
goggles, you can have them.
You know, I'm
after
so
after I
good.
see him on you, no thanks.
I'm so
Yeah,
good
I
with
think
how
even
much
Keitha's kind
eyesight
of a
I
little
have.
weirded out by this, and it's like, I'm not sure I like
Nathan
these.
doesn't have to look at it. We're all weirded
It,
out by it.
it's so. Keitha, if you focus, you can look at each eye stalk. You can see yourself seeing yourself. You can like look down at the top of your head.
Yeah, okay.
Nightmare fuel. Thank you.
Um,
Think
And that's
how
where we'll end the
easy
session, right?
grooming will be.
yeah,
So
Alexander's like so.
just
So that's two things we got to do in Minralthan if you want to. We want to get Renee examined by this professor, and then we need to look for your friend who's been in the care of someone we do not like or trust, and you have a
I'm not
bad
going to
feeling
say we
about.
don't like, but we certainly don't trust him.
Yeah, and then since we're at the college, we can look up and see if we can't find any information about some creature that has things to do with arms.
Yeah, and we can also report into the council about what we've discovered about the smert'zhuks.
Yep.
so
And the Iron
just
Cow.
for
And the Iron
Ian
Prowl.
and Jason's own headspace and clarification as to who is what in the party here. When you guys get a second, could somebody toss me up a note on Roll20 of all the different not players that are part of the party, so that I promise I will screw everybody's name up that I'm actually playing with, but the
Oh,
ads that are there as well, I would really
we
appreciate that.
we absolutely should just go by and introduce everyone, because I don't think Jason has a strong grasp of what the party looks like either. Is
No,
that
no,
true?
no, not at all, not at all.
So we've used some racial words and we've given some loose descriptions. Let's go ahead and just describe the table everyone's eating at. So Ian, normal looking guy, spiky hair,
Yep.
Mhm.
handsome,
Handsome.
di-
Okay.
disarmingly
Yes.
handsome.
Yes. In that high school quarterback kind of way that you see on all of the Lifetime
Um,
stories.
Yeah.
And then he's immediately like so shady.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, please.
He's 100% a Lifetime movie quarterback.
He's
Yeah.
who's that pretty boy that's really common now?
Yep.
What's his bucket? He plays a quarterback in a show.
All of the shows.
I don't watch TV, so I
Glenn
don't know.
Glenn Powell. He was in the Twister movie.
oh yeah.
No, I don't know anybody either. I just
sorry.
go every once in a while when I see my wife watching a Lifetime movie. It's usually a high school movie, and it's
Sure.
got a quarterback, and he's always really handsome, but he's shady as fuck.
Yeah, that's how that goes.
Yeah.
But we'll start with Ketha.
Okay, so Keitha is the very big lizard. If your character really doesn't know a lot about Varst, you are probably very confused why everyone refers to this massive lizard thing as she. Because that is not a woman in any sense that you have ever seen. But
I'll
she
upload this
is
picture.
big, she's green. Um, she has black spots on her. She does wear full plate armor, and like you see, she leans towards big, heavy weapons. But you've also noticed that she is quite capable of casting spells. She does have a symbol around her neck that is just a. What's the. Ring is the best way to describe it. It's got a white band on top and a black band on the bottom of it. It is a well-known religious symbol, so if you're even remotely trained in religion, you recognize it.
I am not
I don't know if you have
trained in
Twitch up,
religion.
but I just posted a thing of Katha.
I'll check it out here in a few.
Mm-hmm. I think the
Oh.
biggest difference is she has full armor now, right?
Yeah, she has full plate.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably worn under the tabard, but you wouldn't see her like scales on her side. That's all.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like you look and you're like, that's a woman?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's a woman.
That's a woman.
What's that? Oh man, if you scroll up like a year ago where I posted that lizard with the watermelons, it's like it's where I keep my fruit. Remember?
Oh yeah, no,
Snack patch.
the snack pack.
Yeah.
So this is a woman in the same way that Caitlyn Jenner is a woman. Is that
No.
what you're getting at?
No.
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 She
No?
is female.
No.
Okay,
No.
so
Yeah.
she is a Varst. Varst lay eggs. The children come out and they are voracious little monsters. It is it behooves you to never be anywhere near a Varst nursery because the children will try to eat you
Yeah.
if you're not
Like
a
shark.
Varst. They are
Yeah.
like sharks. They're not really intelligent until they're about 2 years old.
Excellent.
And Katha will pointedly remind people, yeah, you don't want to be around Varst young. And Varst do, if they are in other cities like Minralthan, they have their own quarter where they will raise their young. But Varst are also very, very religious as a people. So they are usually led by high priests rather than mayors or anything like that.
Okay.
And then we will move to Tivin.
Yeah. So Tibin Stonechild is a dwarf. You wouldn't know that he's a dwarf because they're not super common in the region. I mean, people do know what they are, but like having seen one is like seeing a Varse. Like it's just holy shit. The difference is that Tivin looks like he is carved out of solid stone, and if he doesn't move, basically he's a statue. That's not the boarding spear axe, whatever. He doesn't have that anymore. Now he has like a more pronounced shield. He will occasionally take the helmet off.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find the picture of his face. But he's bald. He has tattoos. When he doesn't wear the armor, he is completely what's the word?
Naked.
No.
Tivin is naked all the time. Canon.
Yeah. Oh, did I? You know what? I might have accidentally.
I love the castle helm hat that he's got on. That's dope.
Yeah. So dwarven. Like I don't have all the information like on the top of my head, but basically they're blend in, they're camouflage, they create walls, and then if you've ever seen Atlantis, the picture, if you look at the shield that Tivin is wielding, it doesn't
Yeah.
have a beard because almost all of the shields or the things are like ancestors, but they're almost always women. Because the dwarves, instead of the All Father, like the Nordic face, they have the All Mother, because they think the Earth is kind of like the caregiver of basically Mother Gaia. And that's part of their religion. He's not particularly religious. All dwarven children, like Spartan children, have to go off and kind of do military stuff. He did that, and now he's also kind of a part of a exchange program with Minralthan and the closest dwarven kingdom that he is from. So
Okay.
he is a guardian fighter. Everything he does is with the shield. He refuses, his shield is to Tivin what Gandalf's staff was to Gandalf in Lord of the Rings. That makes
All right.
sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. But yeah, tattoo on his whole body, red hair, intricately braided, and then his armor is all made of stone. Like when Nathan was saying he was going to throw somebody in the water, I was like, don't let it be Tivin. Because he just walks on the bottom of the ocean. The boat was horrible for him.
Yeah.
We all struggled on the boat.
Oh yeah.
Not both times.
Less so the second time.
Yeah, the second time was great. When someone else was in charge.
Yeah.
So and then we have Komarov.
So Komarov is just under 3 feet tall, green of skin, and his arms from his elbows down have trying to remember now, but they're like brass, I think I decided. They're brass mechanical arms. And he hates them. And here is his portrait that we're using. But it's very muscular. Yeah, that one was cool too. And the orcs generally are ambush people, where they can't be seen under the tall grasses of the steppes of their homeland, but they also have a strong connection to the elements, so they're often kinesis, and Komarov is a earth and water kineticist, as well as a
Nice.
ranger.
Very nice.
But they have ritual fist fighting, and so he often expresses himself with his fists. But as we discussed today before your character came up, a lot of orc cunning going on to just mess with the tall folk.
Yeah.
I like.
But he doesn't have very good grasp about city living. The last time we were in the city, he was like, nah, went out into the wilderness to survive because that was a lot easier than getting a job. So,
Or as we would call it, a profession.
Yeah.
but with his new level, he took the rogue dedication and got sailing lore because I was like, nah, this last experience where sailing worked, he's like, I think I know how it works now. So
Makes sense.
he also just got charming liar. So if he critically succeeds on his deception to lie, he improves their attitude. I'm like, yes, that's
It
what
works
he
like
does now.
diplomacy, right?
Um,
One step like diplomacy, but
yeah.
it's deception. That's so good.
But it's only on a critical success, so I'm like, it has to really work. But I'm like,
Yeah.
that is his thing. I
Lying to
sort of,
everyone's face.
I
Um,
sort of regret making intimidate expert and not deception, but we'll fix that later. But yeah, so he's blunt like a fog. Like there's nothing mysterious about it, but it's hard to see what his intentions are sometimes.
Yeah,
And that's kind of his style.
I feel like Ian might have a little bit of a kinship there. Ian's an expert in deception, intimidation, and performance.
Mm.
Yeah.
So
The other people that are non-players that travel with these guys primarily is the brawl I described to you. It's like gray and white stripes, sort of lanky, like almost 4 feet taller than Komarov, and they seem very close to what you can tell. He's got like a bunch of medical equipment with him. He is an NPC surgeon. He has no class levels, but
yes, okay.
also a little cloud follows him around everywhere, and he is
Yeah.
damp kind of all the time.
Uh, all right.
Like like he always looks like he's just got come out of like the rain. So he's in here with the baby. The baby is a new one. So Alexandra is this brawl surgeon that is has been married to Komarov for the last couple of months. It's 3.
Oh
Yeah.
my
You
god.
guys have been traveling together for like 3 or 4 months, given like travel time as well.
Excellent.
Um, so the baby is new. The baby is a baby giant, not a giant baby. Both are true. Uh, you're thinking like full, heavy, small-sized creature. This is a different kind of creature. This is a race that people talk about like kind of like a myth, like Bigfoot, like giants, like in Minralthan, people hear about the giant attacks and like, oh, they found out why all those people went missing. It was giants, but they talk about it like it's a
A boogeyman.
cryptid. And
Yeah.
here you have just sort of one that is a baby, and it's just so big.
Yeah.
um, like you're looking at like a 10-month-old baby.
The
um,
size of a dwarf.
Yeah, like almost the size of a dwarf. They get so big. And
Nice.
then you have this sort of elf woman, dark, deeply tan skin, black hair. She's got sort of I mean, she's got pirate tattoos on her arms and like sort of like on her chest and kind of creeping up onto the neck. And she seems hard, but also like she's been through some shit. Like I described tan skin. She looks pale for someone that is naturally kind of dark, like almost clammy.
Yeah.
And everyone's been talking about with Renee and sort of just around you about everything that's happened. They were talking about monsters and they were talking about mind control and they were talking about pirates and they were talking about like all these things that they just haven't given you context for.
Well, we're
But
doing it now. This is the
yeah,
story
yeah,
we're telling.
yeah.
Yeah.
They give you the whole spiel. Um,
Okay.
so Renee is sort of a tag along because she has overcome this infestation that the party has been looking into. These alien monsters infest your blood, and then you become a cocoon, and they erupt out of your body. You know,
Yeah.
like some
Yeah.
And then
properties of things.
we have a gentleman by the name
Yeah.
of Magnus who travels with us, played by Mike, who's not currently here today, and he is
Yes.
a wizard rogue.
Nice.
Human man, sort of got books with him, lots of books, big bag. Like, he looks like a wizard. Sort of college
Yeah.
student age, maybe in the way that you're a college student
Yeah.
in like the 1800s. Like he might be
Think,
like 25.
yeah, I think like a
Nice.
young, dark-skinned Raceland is kind of
Okay.
the feel that I believe he's going with it. It's really fun.
Yeah.
And then
He
if
has
you
a
notice our
picture.
images, yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you notice that the images, 3 of them we've got commissioned by a buddy of mine who's an artist.
I like him.
You in no way, shape, or form required to do so, but if you do, he is available. So
I might have to hit him up, dude. I'm not obviously what I've got made for Ian is AI generated
Yeah.
because I am no artist and I never claim to be, and I use the tools that are available to me. But
No,
I do
we
like
understand that.
yeah, both the orcs that I did for Brian's character is AI generated, and then I
Yeah.
go back and I try to fix it up a little.
Yeah.
So like I spent hours on the second one to make it more right, and then I didn't do it on the first one. I just made it because he had a weird, like, what's it called?
He's
Palette.
got a weird grin.
Well, yeah.
the
So
grin. The
it
grin
had
is
a
awesome, dude.
it had a cleft palette, so I had to completely do the whole face.
It looks like kind of one of those Joker pasted on greens
It's
grins, but it's
pretty.
green.
You're not wrong. It's very close.
I love it.
I like it.
Yeah.
The second one is brooding and cool, and I do like it. But
Like I did the second one because of the belt and necklace.
Yeah.
Like you gave me a bunch of prompts, and I was like, "Ooh, I really..." So you used the one you want.
yeah,
Hmm.
I like them both, and that's hard. But I've been using the first one.
Yeah.
And I can always fix it because
Yeah.
one of the hands messed up.
But I like his grin because I'm like, it feels alien unique.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He has a
yeah.
6 finger.
Our grins are just a bit too big. We don't know why.
I like that.
Also, just for terminology, if it comes up, Komarov will probably refer to as a nerd at one point.
Oh yeah.
And that is basically the Orcish term for it's mostly people who use metal weapons, but the civilized city folk, because we hate you making metal. Because,
We're finding it. Yeah.
yeah, because we see that as ruining
The purity.
the land.
Hmm.
Militant naturalist
They
is
are.
the way I would describe. No, like not to their degrees, but specifically Komarov.
Komarov is a
Um,
very militant naturalist.
Yeah.
And but that's
So
also why the orc tribes in the area have been butting heads with Minralthan and others.
Okay.
Because they're all bad nerds.
Yeah.
Not all orcs are like that, but that's why those tribes are fighting. And Komarov was one of those.
Okay.
I have also named the child Bolshoi.
Bolshoi.
Yeah.
You better type that one out.
Yeah, that's gonna need to go on the notes too.
So, for linguistically, all the I've chosen Russian for all the orc stuff. So Bolshoi just means big.
All right.
He was the one who came up with the name of the bugs. Smert'zhuk roughly translates to death bugs in Russian.
And now
It's-
everyone
nope,
that you
put
talk to about it will know that the orcs were the first people to identify the smert'zhuks.
Mm-hmm.
Would you put that name into the chat too, please, Brian? The
In
bug name?
Discord. Oh,
Either
yeah.
or, just so I can see it.
yeah.
Yeah, Keith is really bad about using the full name. She'll either call him Schmertz or Zucks, but rarely Smert'zhuks.
Mhm.
Okay.
Dude.
Bugs are what Tiffin just called them bugs.
Yeah.
Stupid bug.
I hate to do this, guys, but I'm starting to fall asleep. So if you don't mind, I might step out here in another 20 or 30 minutes.
Well, that's when Brian has to head to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
We're
9,
almost done.
9:30 is sort
Okay.
of the goal. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
9:30 is
will
kind of
make
our
sure.
soft cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
Soft cap.
Okay.
So you guys get to know Ian, and you sort of give him your story, and you all get ready to head off north to Minralthan, so that you guys can look into the things he's now paid you for. You're just like the work you took in Zanqualtech. You just sort of picked up a job here to replace all of your gear that was lost on the Iron Prows Island as it burned down, having to abandon some pretty important magical weaponry. And he has sort of given you this second stuff very serendipitously from these people that had also been killed by the thing that, according to Komarov, had also removed his arms. Um, so in the morning, you guys can head up to Minralthan. Unless you want to deliberately take some kind of watch, you feel pretty secure here. You've paid for nice rooms. The building is in good repair. Sort of just a normal human port city, a little rowdy, but nothing insane that you wouldn't expect.
Ian's gonna go to sleep. It's,
Yeah,
this is the
Keita is
last
gonna
time he's
head
gonna have
to
a real
sleep.
bed for a while.
Yeah, you all get your full rest, get your nice meals, and you head north. So the road to Minralthan from here is sort of a busy one. You get a lot of people just traveling goods. Things stop in Barslan, drop off other stuff, then it gets carted up to Minralthan to whoever ordered it or to be sold there. Um, uh, And as you guys enter the city of Minralthan, they do like some very cursory checks. They just sort of make sure to talk to everyone. There's not like IDs or anything. Everyone go ahead and give me a perception check.
Looking for my perception on this sheet.
Uh, mid right side, it's got a
Okay.
magnifying glass next to it.
Ugh,
Or, oh
my
wait, that might be the
perception.
physical sheet.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
physical.
I think I
That's
see
the
it. I'm
physical.
just
It just
like
says perceive. Yep.
Okay,
ass
yeah.
at it. I am
Yeah.
ass.
It doesn't say
at
perception. It
this.
says it does. Yeah. It's
Oh my goodness.
Oh, that's not so bad. Tivin, absolutely, you are the one that should notice this. So you guys are like talking to the gate guards. So you're not on the farm side of Minralthan this time, where there are like lots of carts, like still carts of goods, but it's less like you didn't walk past all of the like dudes in the rows, like you had walked back and forth in and out of Minralthan several months ago. You come in, and the energy from the last time you were here before you left to go to Zanqualtech to try and save Ravenspell and to find information on the Iron Prow and to like pull on the minute threads of the smert'zhuk infestation that you've been looking into. The energy is so stifling. The city is still busy, people are still outside, but you're looking around and there's sort of more guards on street corners, a lot more at attention, and there are guys sort of meandering around handing out pamphlets, and you see two of them, each of them giving out pamphlets, get into like a full fist fight before being pulled apart by guards. You walk over and you look at the two pamphlets, different pamphlets. One of them says two arms, and it's got a artistic rendition of Falk Strongarm,
Okay.
the
Yep.
captain that you had traveled with at the beginning of
Yeah.
all of this before everyone met, um, with like a cloak over one of his arms, holding the left arm up in the air in a fist. And then it says, two arms, the Broll have wronged us yet again. And then the other one says, fight for peace. It's got a artistic rendition of one of the council members, Dangiel, the other guy you had been talking to
Oh yeah.
previously. These
Dangle
two had been
danger.
very close. Dangiel
Yeah.
Danger, the council member, who is sort of the um, he had been in the military, and now he's sort of like, let's not do that anymore. That's not always the answer. So each of them have now, previously, they were both confidants of yours on like sort of a casual daily basis. And now they seem to be on opposite sides of some sort of political matter that has people very uncomfortable in the city. The rest of you, Ian, you know some of this, and it's not lost on Kathok. Komarov, you are having to deal with this baby. You're
Yeah.
the only one that can calm it down. Every time it needs to be changed, you sort of need to wrestle with it so that everything doesn't get smeared everywhere. And thankfully, the little rain cloud does seem to just sort of absorb water and then spill it out again, which I suppose you could also do.
Mhm.
But so like cleaning it up is not that hard. You just sort of put it in the field, spray it off, and then wrap it back up. Clean the diaper, and but it is sort of like a big mess every time. So you are busy. You're actually arguing with a guard that is like, oh, is that even a baby? Is that a baby or is that like a boy?
Of course, it's a
You-
child.
I didn't contest that it was a child, but like it, I ain't never seen nothing like that. Just it's like the most nothing conversation between someone that you do need to talk to get into the city. So you and Alexandra are smoothing that over, so you don't notice any weird energy. Kathon, Ian, you also feel it, but you just don't get like, you don't have the like inside sort of thing that Tivin has just from context.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys are allowed in. They give Renee a hard time. She's got like pretty obvious pirate tattoos. And she's not calm. She's like very antagonistic. she's like, I know snitch.
Oh, no. She works for me. She's a helper. She's with me. Come along, Renee. Come on.
Yeah, I'm with them. You're letting them in, and you weren't going to let me in for what? For having art on my body? Who are you, my mother? She's just as you drag her away, she's just yelling at this guy.
Nice.
Yeah, hold me back. Hold me back. He's saving you.
Yes. Come along. You're very bad nose, and you're with us.
Katha would probably, if she keeps trying, get in her face and, with her teeth and be like, enough! Don't draw attention to yourself.
Madam, am I going to have to wrestle with you again?
No, it's okay. I'm okay. Everything is calm. It's just bad habits. You know, it's been 4 days. You know.
All right, we'll give you 4 more. But then,
Like we're square. We're solid. We are normal shape, part of society now.
Yes.
good.
You are employee. Yes.
She looks at it. She looks back at the guard that's even farther away now. She says, "I have a job, a normal job."
Katha's even sitting here going like, this isn't the most normal job I've had.
It is kind of
fair.
the most normal job Renee's had. Yeah, so you guys come into the city and you see all of these sort of people handing out flyers. You get a bad sense of things going on. What do you want to do?
Well, now we have 3 things to consider. Probably
Well,
figure out.
I think we were planning to come back and talk to Danger Dangule anyway.
Correct.
Or Dangule
And now
Danger. I got his name backwards.
Council member Danger.
Right.
Yeah.
Double D.
Double E. I'm not sure we want to keep Renee's company too long because she might be more of a nuisance than a help.
Liability. Yeah. I think getting her to where we want to take
Get her to where we want to get her to.
Yeah. And then at
But
some
if
point,
she some odd reason insists on chasing us around, I guess that's on her.
She's
yeah,
a very good employee.
Yeah,
Don't
Magnus is like,
encourage her.
Magnus steps away and says, "I'll make sure. I'll go take Renee to Professor Mananis and help with any sort of examination and make sure she's comfortable. You're safe. Everything's okay. Dr. Mananis is a normal human man who studies magic."
who does Lysandra work for?
Leoxandra?
Yeah, he do his own thing, or isn't he not from here?
He's not from here. He doesn't technically have like a
Okay.
job. He is a surgeon, so people are
Sure.
very like after seeing him help people, people have been inclined to like allow him to help and have even like compensated him in some ways. But like he does not have like a contact specifically. He was here.
He does not have
he
his own practice.
Okay.
no he
I was just
his
trying to remember
connect
before he met Brian's character, but now, okay, that makes sense.
No, yeah, he left the Brawl Empire for being sort of an outcast. Like as much as medicine is necessary, he's sort of
Yeah.
soft-spoken, nerdy guy. He just was like, maybe I go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So he just sort of struck out on his own and then found an armless, bleeding orc and dragged him into the nearest town, and then continued on with him from there.
Yeah.
Valid. Okay.
He had a room in the College of Ingenuity, which is where Dr. Philorn's sort of temporary practice has sort of been stable for a while. But that was like Komarov's recovery room. He had just sort of been there as well.
And
That
what
might
was
be
the
what
name
you're
of the
thinking of.
college? Sorry.
The College of Ingenuity is the
I know.
is
What
the
was the name of
college.
the college that Tiven was on loan to? Was it also Ingenuity? I thought so.
I don't recall that. I'm inclined to think that is that is right.
Yeah.
Mostly because they do like a lot of like non-magical like
Yeah,
building
they're
stuff.
the
So I think it's just
non-magical.
sort of so that's where they would have had like things that you had more knowledge of and like could do more cultural exchange with was like moving parts, sort of how to handle things underground, structural integrity kind of thing. So I think that is what makes sense. So you would
Sure, yeah. All right.
Oh,
Um,
nope.
And then the only contact that Kathaw had was the only one that we had talked about and established was the Stonemason Guild's surveyor Brigitte, the sort of big woman who was
Yeah.
like
Well,
literally just like trying to figure out how much it
Brigitte
was going to
and
cost to build a church.
Garthos, who was a surveyor. Yes?
Was Garthos the assistant?
It
Yeah.
says surveyor.
Oh, I don't know.
In my notes, it
note
says surveyor.
Brigitte.
He might
The
have
only
been
name
the
I have
assistant.
listed is Brigitte.
There's
I
a
remember there was a second person, but I'm like 60-40 on whether or not he was just outright killed.
No,
I
he
don't
survived.
truly don't recall. Yeah, I think some of the guards died
Yeah,
outright,
the guards died outright.
and
Mhm.
Falk had to go into surgery. He was like,
Yeah. And there's
got
one guard
bad.
named William that we were on good terms with. That was just a guard, and I don't think he was ever meant to be anything more than a name that we got. And
Yeah, that William was sort of the guy that Tiven like slapped awake while you were trying to escape from the the
Yeah.
giant's pantry, as
Yeah.
it were.
Yeah.
He was sort of the one that got everyone on your side to organize that escape.
Yeah.
So as I recall, those are the people you know in Minralthan. So you've got Dr. Mananis, who is going to be examining Renee, and we have Magnus, just sort of
Yeah.
heading over to that. And you can check back up on that next time we play, because it looks like we're about done.
Yep.
So Tiven's going to go to the college and start formulating his report to send back to Druselheim or whatever dwarven name I'm going to call it. I really got to come up with a name for it.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
No, I have a name. It's called Texanos, but that's from another campaign/game that I've played for years and years, and I can't steal it. So I'm trying to come up with a name like that for it. I gotta check my notes actually. So, but anyways, yeah, that's what Tiven will go do. So he'll go to his room and start all that.
I
Since
guess
it's been
Ian
the
will.
first time back in a while, the very first thing will be Alexandra, Bolshoi, and Kamarov are going off to the puppet show.
Yeah. You guys go hit up one of the street puppet shows. Komarov, go ahead and roll me a society check.
Sure.
Komarov, the show has changed, but it's still just as slapsticky and crazy.
I feel like Ian would probably start trying to go around town and doing a little bit of gather information on what this stupid political BS is. In his opinion, it's stupid political BS.
Yeah,
But it might be
go
really
ahead.
important.
You can either use society, warfare lore, if you wanted to go from that very specific angle, or you could even just use diplomacy. But the information is sort of going to be different colorations depending on what you use.
I figure it'll be diplomacy. He's going to use his charismatic ways. Although
I
I
did
probably should have trained up a bit better in this one, too.
22 is huge. So we'll get you that information. What's Katha up to? So everyone sort of splits up. The happy
Yeah.
family with their big baby go and hit up a show. Tiven goes, says he's going to make his report to the dwarven strongholds.
Yeah, Grodheim. I did come up with a name for it. I had to check my notes.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
The grow time, and
That's what I was going to look. Anyway.
Magnus is putting his report into Professor Mananis, and then helping Renee gets her affairs settled, which includes giving medical information, to a man she doesn't know.
I think Katha's probably actually going to head to the council chambers to try and talk to Councilman Danger.
Smart.
Right. So you head into the council chambers, sort of settled in the central area of the town. Same old woman sitting at the sort of like the assistant desk where she helps everyone get to the rooms they need to. There is currently a sign that has set up on the doors that lead into like the sort of forum area where everyone would bring their grievances to the council, and the sign says. No public meetings until further notice. But you are able to sit down and talk to you're super hard to forget. This even the oldest woman in the city remembers. And she says she'll let him know that you're here. Over the next couple of hours, Ian, what is the information you want to get? Like, how are you asking these questions?
So basically, he's just wandering around kind of schmoozing and talking with people, getting to see what the two sides are actually fighting about. You know, we go back to those pamphlets that we kind of saw, and it's just like, why are these guys, you know, almost coming to blow out in a public situation when they're just handing pamphlets out, just trying to get a feel on the political climate and what the hell the hubbub is about.
Yeah, so the information that comes back to you, just sort of schmoozing, like, like walking outside, shaking hands, winking at ladies. Um,
Oh yeah.
a lot of it is pretty muddy. Like you're getting like the gossip version of events. The version of events that you get is that the guard captain, rising military star Falk Strongarm, while patrolling near Brol lands, was mutilated. And when he came back and had to have like all these operations, and he has convinced a bunch of people that it is the Brol's fault that the area is dangerous because they are not being like nobody is being allowed to keep it safe because they keep coming to sort of um, butting heads on who has jurisdiction. And this has come up like every 10 years, basically, this comes up. And this time, the steam bind is behind this guy who is super well liked, very popular in the city and in his sort of like position. His family is wealthy and well connected. And so he's saying, like, we need to, like, be harder. We need to like show them that we're not going to just acquiesce. We need to show them that the roads can be safe. So he's like pulling the whole like I got injured because of these things, um, and has convinced a bunch of people for that. The other guy is an old war veteran who is currently on the council, and he is consistently so like his position actually hasn't changed at all. The flyers are just sort of like the opposing force that was already like, whoa, we can just sort of like we've been at peace for a number of years. We're always going to sort of be in tension with the Brol Empire. Like the word empire, it has a lot of implications in it, but like, we can sort of calm down. Also, the rumor is that Brol didn't even like his injury was not caused by Brol, but a conflict with Brawl patrols put them in a position where everyone was damaged. He just got the worst of it. So he blames those people he ran into because in his mind they were on their side of the line.
Okay.
So Daniel Danger, council member, is sort of like, I'm the one in like a real political position. Let's figure this out. Let's actually have the conversations. And Falk is saying like, there's only so many accidents that can happen before you need to take action, and action can be pretty loud. And that feels pretty recent.
Okay.
Katha, you are waiting. It's 9:35. And just this is a good place to stop off. They'll give me a second to resettle into the Minralthan mindset. Go over my notes again. Katha is in the council chamber, waiting to see Daniel.
I guess so. I guess the we would have known where to rally at. We would have talked about that before we split up, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
Rendezvous back at the college.
Okay.
'Cause I believe both Magnus and I have a room there.
All right.
Different colleges.
Magnus's rooms are at the other college. Magnus is
Oh.
a wizard.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. No.
We can rendezvous in my spot if Brian's character wants to talk to that Dr. Thull, Moore, whatever his name is. But either way, we have places we can meet. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I didn't even think about that until I'm just like, hey, where are we going to meet up? Oh, wait, we didn't talk about that. But yeah, our
Most likely
characters
at
aren't as stupid as we are.
yeah, the most likely at one of the colleges.
Okay.
I think probably between the colleges is where we figured.
I think the last
Okay.
time you guys split up and did a bunch of uh, rumor mongering. There's just sort of a fountain out in front of the council chamber, sort of in like the city square, which would also be where the puppet shows are. Like that's where all the food carts are.
Okay, yeah.
The bazaar. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, just sort of the bazaar, like a street down from where the council chamber is.
That'll work. That's not too far from where they're doing the pamphlets and stuff, right?
Well,
Yeah, no, that's a
right.
central area. That's where so much foot traffic is.
yeah.
Perfect. So yeah,
Would you? What was the name of the stronghold again, Anthony?
so it's called Stonehold in the common tongue,
Uh-huh.
but in the dwarven tongue it's called Grodheim. I posted it in the Discord.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yeah, the Groht is the dwarven word for mom, for mother, and so Grod is the all mother, or Groda or whatever the give her moniker. It doesn't matter. But Grodheim, just the mother's house, basically. Like let's all meet at mom's house. I got it from High Helm.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I'll just steal other dwarven words.
Perfect.
It always works.
Yeah.
Dwarven is always the same everywhere.
Yeah.
So, and then there's I can't remember if I did 7 or I think I only did 7 or 8, but there's clans. So, and then I believe Tibin belongs to one. It's like Ordnar something. I think it means Iron Clan. But anyways, that doesn't mean anything to anybody.
Yep.
Yet. No.
Yet. They'll be in the book.
Yeah, it'll be in the book.
That's the important part. All right, so next time we play, you guys can check back in with Magnus and Renee at the College of Magisters. Kamarov will finish his puppet show. Tibin will have written his report, and Katha will have spoken to Dangiel Danger.
Okay.
Excellent.
And then Ian can fill you all in on sort of the public feeling on sort of the tension here.
Yeah, and that'll give
lots of speeches.
Yeah, and then if we need to, we can. Because Tibin spent time with the one guy who surveyed with them, traveled with them in the beginning.
Yeah, Falk was with you doing sort of going over because one of your exchanges is just sort of how you govern and like law enforcement, but also just sort of like military movements. And you were out with him, and you all ran into each other at the crossroads with the Brol Patrol, which is so strange and hard to say. And then you were ambushed after already having been in a conflict.
Correct. Yeah.
You freed those. I think they were grave robbers.
Oh yeah,
the two
they were.
that were in Brol custody, and the argument was over who had jurisdiction over them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they thought we were trying to set them free. They didn't realize we were just arguing over who got to charge them.
Like, I'm a lawful good dwarf. No, we just want to make sure they go to the right spot.
Yeah, it wasn't about. Oh no, we're on their side. No, it's like who gets to charge these idiots?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the Brol were trying to be so harsh.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. See you guys later.
All right. Thanks, guys. I had a blast.
Well, let's see.
Thank you all so much for the invite.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we're not going to play on January 1st.
Yeah, we can't play on my anniversary.
January 8th looks like our next time,
I think
we should be able. That was
so
for us.
That should work for
So
me.
tentatively January 8th.
tentatively
Mike
the
if
8th of
he's-
January.
Yeah, we'll ask Mike if he's available.
Hopefully he will be. He said 2 to 3 weeks, but that's well over 2 to 3 weeks.
I mean,
Yeah.
you can ask him if he needs any help with anything. We'll do our
Yeah.
best to facilitate. So
Obviously.
needs to
I
ask.
reached
Oh,
out
right.
to him the other day, and there's just not much that he can do right now.
Yeah,
That's fair.
he's waiting for his room to get done so that he can actually have a place to be his own.
I get that.
Yes.
Okay, that needs to be discussed off stream.
Yep.
So
Thank you all for
thanks for joining us tonight. We
Good
hope.
night.
Yeah. Good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow. We've got Baldur's Gate 2, and we have Curse of the
we
Azure
are
Bonds.
continuing- Yep, we're continuing with Azure Bonds. One of you is in jail, and I can't remember. I don't know if it's you or Jeremiah's character, but somebody's in jail. Not really, but you know what I mean.
It wasn't me. I was able to stay hidden.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. No, the halfling stayed hidden.
No, the
Oh,
halfling.
you weren't even on their radar. You're right.
I
you're
wasn't
right.
on their
It
radar.
was
I made the
Jeremiah's
save.
character.
Yeah, Jeremiah.
Yeah, it was the dwarf is the one who got. He didn't get arrested. He got taken into custody for
Taken into custody.
yeah.
Not. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not even on their radar,
Fair enough. Awesome.
which is good because I'm the drow.
All right, we'll see everybody tomorrow, and thank you guys for spending your evening with us. See it on YouTube.
See you guys.
Have a great night.
Bye.